What's up, War Report family? We are back with another weekly edition of Facts and All. The rapid fire questions coming at y'all, fellas. Y'all ready to do this?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, fellas. Facts or Nah? TJ Finley throws for 250 or more yards in the Birmingham Bowl to end the 2021 season. What do we think?
I'm going to go nah on this one. I think TJ Finley throws for over 200 yards. He probably even gets close to 250 yards passing. I just think that with Bobo gone, Harsin calling the plays, he's probably going to call plays to our strengths, or at least try to utilize the best player on our team, being Tank. And if that is the case, I see us running the ball a lot more, not trying to be as balanced for balance sakes. And I think that takes away from opportunities for TJ Finley to throw for a lot of yards. I think he's able to take advantage, though, with play action as teams begin to look for the run. But I don't think we're slinging the ball all over the field against Houston in this game. I think we play a lot of ball control, Tank, and the rest of the company eats. I'm going nah.
I am going to say nah. I agree a lot with what C said. I expect us to use our, however slight, size advantage against Houston, and instead of trying to prove something and throw it all over the yard, we just run it down their throats for 4 quarters. That would make a lot of sense. That's something that didn't happen under our last OC, but he's not here anymore. So we're going to use our shiny, brand new for the 3rd time Tank and get all these yards on the ground. And TJ will do what needs to be done, but he might not be the star of the show, and that's okay. So, nah.
Yeah, I'm going to go facts on this one. I think that this is the game that TJ Finley finally puts it together. He's had 2 games under his belt with the Auburn Tigers. Now, Houston is averaging about 37 points a game. So I think we're going to have to play a little bit of keep up. We're going to lean into running the ball, but it should be a good balance of pass and throw. He completes a higher percentage of his passes, still gets to 250. Auburn wins the Birmingham Bowl. Everybody has a happy new year. Facts.
Except for Houston.
All
right, guys. Facts or nah? Both Bama and Auburn basketball will both be in the top 10 when they face off on the hardwood in Tuscaloosa. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go facts on this one. Bama's looking all right, but Auburn basketball is coming. A top 10 matchup when we clash on the hardwood is inevitable. I expect to see both teams firmly ranked in the top 10 for perhaps the highest rated Auburn versus Alabama basketball game in the history. Facts.
I am going to say facts. Why not, man? Bama looks good. Let's give them their props. They look good. We look ahead of schedule for a Bruce Pearl team. The transfers have something to do with that. Experienced guys and a standout one and done, which might be the best one and done we've had. It's all coming together. We still get what should be the most multifaceted player coming in here, working himself into the rotation in the next 2 weeks. I'm not going to say I'm predicting an Auburn win January 11th when they play Alabama, but I'm predicting that, yes, we will win. Of course we will win. We're better.
All right, guys, I'm going to go clean sweep here and say facts as well. I'm curious to see how Bama looks at home against Tennessee. They face off with them before playing us. Auburn actually will face off against LSU, who at the current time is undefeated. So we do have a bit of a hurdle, especially Auburn can't afford to lose any games because we're currently not in the top 10. But I do expect for us to actually beat LSU and face off against Bama. Both teams undefeated. I'm looking for the good guys. That's the Auburn Tigers to come out on top, but it will definitely make for a great game atmosphere and a very incredible top 10 matchup, perhaps maybe the first of its kind in this series. Both teams are looking good as of late, so I expect it to be a top 10 matchup. Facts.
All right, fellas, facts or not? Jabari Smith will score at least 20 points in each of the remaining non-conference games.
Yeah, fellas, I'm going facts on this one. Come on, guys. Jabari Smith for president. He's a top 5 scorer in the SEC right now at 17.3 points per game. I think over this next stretch, he starts to excel a little bit even more. Go Super Saiyan on everybody. I'm going to start over. That was whack.
Go Super Saiyan.
Well, fellas, yeah, I'm going facts on this one. Jabari Smith for president 2024. No, that's political.
Why the Black Panther fist, man? What you
Oh,
doing?
no, that's too political. Well, fellas, I'm going facts on this one. Jabari Smith is a top 5 scorer in the SEC at 17.3 points per game right now. I don't think it's a stretch that over the rest of his non-conference schedule, he averages 20 points a game. If you've seen him on the court lately, he's scoring everywhere, inside, outside, mid-range. He has got it all. Yes, facts on this one. Jabari Smith, 20 plus points per game.
I'm going to say facts on this one. Jabari Smith simply poses a matchup issue for opposing teams just because of his size, his ability to score from anywhere on the court. Seems like he's able to get to 20 points with ease as of late, and we expect him to score a lot when we face off against Oklahoma later in the month of January. We're definitely going to need his best game there, and so I think to round out the remaining games, we'll probably be about three or so left. I think Jabari Smith will score at least 20 points for those games. So definite facts here.
I am going to say facts and make it 3 for 3. Jabari is really just a complete player, inside, outside. The KD comparisons are appropriate because he is quick enough to handle the ball very well. I expect us to see his game start getting a little more fluid inside, driving, which we've seen him do fast break situations, but we're not too far away from seeing him just take people straight up off the dribble. And when we get to that point, you can basically just shut the season down because it's over. But he's working himself into it. Bruce and the crew, they are making sure everybody is getting better at the same time, which is an amazing feat for a coach. But I expect Jabari to continue to improve. And yes, 20 points per game. I think they go into conference play with hella momentum and our best player looking like our best player. Facts.
Well, guys, you know what time it is. It's time for our fan question of the week. This week's fan question comes from our guy, Todd Seegers. That's Todd Seeger S556. And he asks, facts or no, Auburn grabs another QB from the transfer portal. Fellas, what are we thinking?
I'm going to go facts here. Harsin has mentioned time and again that he's all about bringing competition to each and every room at every position. He wants to see competition. And in this upcoming spring, we're going to see a different offense, a new OC, Harsin's perhaps being more involved in the offense. And I think this is an opportunity for him to really shape his program and particularly the offensive side of the ball as he sees fit. And what better way to do that with more competition? We've seen Finley. Finley's definitely going to be a player in this race. We got some young guys in D. Davis, Holden, that they're going to come on. But I think Harsin wants to throw another body in there just to push these guys and see who rises to the top. I'm going to go facts on this. No proof or anything to suggest otherwise. I just think Harsin and staff goes after a guy just to make things interesting. So facts.
You know, I would expect that with D. Davis, Garner, and TJ Finley, somebody who's already gotten starts already in the mix, that will be plenty. A 3-man QB room where any guy could actually go on the field and contribute would be sufficient. But I'm going to say facts here. I think they want to push people to compete, to get the best out of each guy. And I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in somebody and force somebody else out before the start of the regular season next year. So I'm going to say facts. They keep the competition nice and heavy and bring in another guy.
Yeah, I'm going now on this one. I think that we have the guy already on campus between TJ Finley and Demetrius Davis, with Holden Garner coming in as a backup in case one of those two doesn't work out or gets injured or is unhappy and decides to transfer. Who knows what's going to happen? These are 18 to 21-year-olds. They're going to make decisions in their own best interest. However, we got a lot of talent in this quarterback room. So with a system that is designed to fit their skill sets better, I think we got the guy on campus already. No need to go out and get some one-hit wonder in the portal. Let's use the guys that have been in the system and get this thing moving. Nah, no portal QBs. None. Don't need them. Well, that's it for another great edition of Facts or Nah. Listen, we want to hear from you. So if you want to get your question featured on this segment, hit us up on Twitter or Instagram, #Facts or Nah with your question, and we'll get you featured on the next segment. Other than that, you guys know where to find us. We are the War Report on Twitter, Instagram, TW Report on TikTok. Also check us out on Facebook. We're signing off, and as always, War Eagle.
War Eagle.